Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to Lost Opal Tarot. Hi, my name is Opal. Here we use things like tarot, Lenormand, astrology, astronomy, hermetics, alchemy, well, really anything we can get our hands on in order to help illuminate the path to the higher self. That is to say, the best version of you. I hope to meet that version of myself. How about you? Feel free, come join, ask your questions. I will do my best to give answers where possible. How have you been? Hello, Veromi. I hope I'm saying your name right. Veromi, I'm going with. Hello, how are you? Man. Geez. So much for that schedule, huh? It's Deja, actually. Okay, well, Deja it is. Hello. Good Lord. The game plan was to stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, where possible. We see how last week treated me in that regard, don't we? Good Lord. New job, lovely, awesome. I mean, everything I could have asked for and more. Great. No way in the way of this whatsoever. Unfortunately, me dancing around through like 3 different medications over the span of like 4 months to deal with ADHD has not done me much in the way of favors. So last week was feeling a little like some lightning in the brain, a little reminiscent of having a seizure. Did not have one, but pause on everything we're doing, right? So no Adderall. It's been like 2 days, I think. We're just trying to give the brain a small reprieve, a little reset, if you will. So, today, I'm feeling a little strange, if you will, but better than I have in a minute. Nothing in the way, if you will. So, in the interest of that, hello, hi. You'll notice as well. Where's the suit? I don't know how to break this to you. It's warming up in Arizona. I don't have the right suits I need. Can't wear a suit all the time. Gonna have to get used to me a little more relaxed so I don't sweat to death over here under a million fucking suns of light. I love you all. I mean, I shaved my head, you know. I'm doing my best to try to look presentable to a degree to you here. Forgive me if it's not enough. Deja, what do I ask my friend recommended me you for a reading? Veromi. I'm glad to hear I was recommended. God, what an honor. Forgive me, it's been a minute since I've been here. We're alive, in case anyone was worried, curious, very much so alive. I have learned much over the last few days, my goodness. Blood Machines, good to meet you too. Veromi, let us get to the main attraction, shall we? It is certainly not my face. This. So, if you're new here, it stands to reason that likely, my little tool is probably broken actually. I'll fix that later. I had to re-authenticate, so you won't see valid counts over here. Whoops. Fix that later. Veromi, what you see on the screen here, 3 different decks, okay? Blood Machines. Absolutely. For anybody who would like a reading, at the very top of the window here, there's a little banner with my website, as well as some directions on how you join the reading queue. So, if and you don't mind, it's not broken. Cool. Good to know. Never mind. I was going to say it would help me. If you would, type !join in chat. But for you two who are here already, not really necessary, is it? Veromi, I'm gonna start with you, I presume. You were here first, technically. Yeah, that's the one. I appreciate you, Blood Machines. You've been going through it too. Yeah, so we are at present, we are in some stuff. Astrologically, things are just not tight for, well, really anybody right now, quite frankly. We've got some retrograde stuff that's going on that energetically, if you follow the as above, so below principle, well, things are not agreeable at the moment. Little bit of stormy weather, to put it lightly. Veromi, if you've never done a reading before, are you familiar with tarot at all? Blood Machines, I hope you won't mind. I'm going to have you as number 2 in the queue, even though it says you're number 1. Okay, we've done a reading before. Do you, just so maybe if this is helpful to you, I am more a reader that is focused on self-improvement. You're typing your question. Awesome. Well, for anyone perhaps in the future listening, watching, I am not necessarily a future teller, okay? You may see these people on YouTube and etc. Your Does Billy Loves Me's and Will I Be a Millionaire's. I can give you answers to these. I cannot stand by them, right? The future is unknowable. The only way we figure out what's in store for us in the future is by progressing toward it. Now, can I give you again answers in the current moment? Yes, absolutely. But I don't do other people's thinkings, feelings, doings. Yeah. Unless they're assholes. But that's a different discussion, really. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm sorry to hear that. A breakup, losing my job, and I have to find a new home next month. Will any of those things get better? It's been really stressful. Veromi, my love, I am so sorry to start that you're going through that. I'm also sorry for the words that are about to come out of my mouth. Times of deep turmoil in life are not the best times to get a reading. And I say this to you, obviously, you're in the shit. at present. We know this. The way this works, okay? Tarot is a reflection, okay? It is a mirror into what's going on with you, your life. At present, just like I was talking, current astrological and astronomical weather is not so grand, right? So you're currently going through that. We can ascertain what a current thinking, feeling, doing on you would result in, right? Likely not the happiest of cards. Yeah. So I just need this understood in reference to, should I ask a different question? Not necessarily. No. I just need you to know that these are brutally honest cards, right? If in this moment, okay, that I read in the now, as I was speaking about earlier, I could talk to you about the future. I cannot stand by that answer at all. We can talk about the now. You have a pretty good idea of what's going on in the now, and it's not so positive. So, with that in mind, I really need you to step back and start with the initial question of, am I doing everything that I need to right now to be in alignment with getting a valid answer for the questions you've brought to effectively art on cards, right? Because it will come back, and very likely, if I just pull asking even in a roundabout way, it's very likely to come back to affirm the negative aspect of what's going on right now. But if we are not in alignment with a better path forward for ourselves, it will call this out, okay? So for your question, I would pull 2 cards for you, okay? The energy surrounding your questions, plural, and the energy inviting you forward from it. Happy to do that for you, and then we can discuss perhaps steps moving forward. But this isn't to freak you out or worry you or nothing like that. You know, it's not impending doom. It's just they may not be very uplifting cards, right? Due to what's currently going on. That's all. If we can, yeah, okay, cool. We understand. Sick. The fear is real, if you can't tell, of not necessarily being offensive. It's just sometimes we are not necessarily ready to hear those answers, right? We might think we are, but as I have learned many, many times in my own travels of asking certain things at terrible times, yeah, sometimes faith in the unknown is just easier. Sometimes, but of course, we as human beings seek answers. We want to know. Oh, God. Oh, I love it. Sometimes, see, I build you all up. All of that. I build you all up for potential, calamity, bad news, whatever, yeah. And we get this as a reply. Oh, wrong deck, sorry. That's fun though. Oh, cool, we can just change them that way. Good to know. Let's begin this for you. Okay. So, this guy, I'm going to show you the physical. 10 of Pentacles. It's a little easier to tell here, but where my index finger is, this guy, there's actually a guy there. It's like an old man. To me, he looks like he's wearing like a quilt. Yeah, but we got some animals, goats, whatever, dog, I can't even tell. Dog. A couple people. We have the tower in the back there. We'll get to that later, as well as what it looks somewhat like a church. Several things to discuss here, yes. The primary focus of this card, though, the energy surrounding your question, literally the tree of life. Okay, here, if you were to connect all of these little points, okay, it's known as the effectively Kabbalistic tree of life, the Sephirothic tree of life. It has many, many names, okay, but right here is like the trunk of the tree. So, effectively, this card is meant to represent the systems that comprise and make up our world as we understand it. This is a huge card to explain in its greater context, but for us here, we can just look at this in a way that would represent us going through just the rigmarole of day-to-day life. Yeah. And instead of not necessarily being unable to see it, but being unable to see just the simple fact that you're so fluent in all systems of life that you do not even realize you participate in them, right? Kind of like the act of breathing. Like, sure, you can hold your breath, but your very first breath, instinctual, right? Involuntary. This speaks on that. This is the energy surrounding your question. We wish to know more about the nature, effectively, of all things, how they interweave, how they react to one another. Obviously, this right here, if we could have the answers to this, you and I wouldn't even be speaking, right? So, the energy inviting you forward. God, I think my deck here's my plea for what I want it to say, yeah? It brings up an uplifting message for us, okay? So this is not one of premonition, of divine intervention, of destiny, anything. Nothing to do with that wonderful wheel of fortune, yeah? Life. What does it ask? I mean, the card, ironically, could not even have made itself more clear about what it asks us for. It says it to us in plain English. Strength. Yeah? The thing to take note here, depending on the art of tarot that you are looking at, will impact which card this is, number one, but number two, how the art is portrayed, of how this figure and this lion interact with one another. In this case here, since this is the deck we drew with Rider Waite Smith, by the way, this is a more modern deck, but this art, this is the one we'll use. This is what we drew with, right? Ignore any other meaning. Here, it is passion that is tempered with innocence, with love, okay? This figure here is not forcibly controlling this lion through strength necessarily. They control effectively the pitch of this lion's roar, this passionate roar. Okay? This is what is asked of you moving forward. All right? Yes, they will get better. However, at the same token, there's some here, obviously, the focus is heavy on these items, right? As I don't have some ultimate outcome for you, okay? You can view this in a couple of ways, but to me, this is the energy inviting you forward, okay? We know that, but as well, this is what you obtain when you proceed forward in the best possible way you know how you can. That initial question I asked you, are you in alignment with things that serve this answer you seek from all three of these questions? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say yes to that question? Do you have even all of the necessary info right now you would need to answer that question? Right? The job. How do you know you don't get an email in an hour from now? A day from now, yeah? A moment from now? How do you know you don't meet someone at the store randomly? I'm not saying, obviously, these are all best circumstantial outcomes, but how do you know? Weirder shit has happened. So, for the present, are we in alignment with our goals? Oh, Jesus. It's already, let's see, what, 78 degrees, probably disgusting. You feel like you're partially in alignment, but not completely, okay? Well, you say not completely. I do not mean to pry by any means, but that would somewhat indicate to me we're aware what the areas of life are, yeah, that would benefit from some more pointed focus. Now, I am not at all trying to sit here and tell you to undo yourself in any capacity, okay? But I am asking you, truly, can you look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that initial question I asked you and say yes? Am I in alignment with getting myself out of the current situation I'm in, and with getting positive answers to these questions, right? If you can say that, absolutely, then in my mind, all you have left to do is continue doing this. This is you participating in the systems of everything. If you want to look at it this way, pick one. You're one of these two figures. Are you the figure whose head we cannot see from behind, either or, the man sitting down, or the person with their back to us? Or are you the person we can see? The person we can see, I argue, represents a foreseeable future, a more positive outcome. Yes. We have looked ahead, we can see what is there, right? So, if we are in alignment with these things as best we can be, the only thing we have left to do, patience, strength, yes, breathe. Have some faith. I'm not asking, nor would I, ask anyone to completely throw, important matters like this to faith alone. But some is required. Okay? Just a bit. Just a tad. Not saying you have none, but strength, my love. All right? Make sure we're applying for work. We're looking for new places to be. Yeah, good. You see this? This could have been a million other things, yeah? This is what it asked you. That I'm trying, you just say right there, keep trying, okay? You are seen, not just here, but I argue by those around you. All right? In some of my times when I felt most alone in my life, I thought absolutely no one was seeing me in any capacity. Man, was I wrong? Okay? I can't even begin to get into what that means necessarily for me, but I argue, and God, I hope other people get to experience that. Just you're seen more than you realize. Your body posture, the way you. Oh, I am Rune. Thank you for the follow. Your body posture, the things you say and do. Okay, the people around you, even though they may not even know you, it comes out. So don't lose hope. Don't lose strength. Don't lose this. Okay? Imperative to keep going. You are welcome. Hey, me too. 'Tis not easy, but that is why. Look at what we were just asked for. Look at it. I mean, plain English, yeah? Tame this lion. For me, this lion here, yeah, this is some passion, not only behind the question, but just in general, I feel how we approach life, yes? This may be the thing that got us in trouble to begin with. Okay? This is an ask to temper the lion's roar. So if we just throwing out some additional info for you here. If we the normal approach to life is typically a little bullheaded, perhaps. Perhaps it's time to slow it down a little bit, right? The passion this is a representative of tempering the ego, if you will. So if anyone around you has been talking about coming off a little too much, well, turn that 11 into like a 7. Yeah. You are very welcome, though. Okay, nothing for me to reverse there, honestly. I'm sorry. You're in the thick of it. It is no fun. I know. But please keep trying. Okay? Oh, alrighty. Let's see if I can do this properly now. Oh God, blood machine, I am so sorry. You were in the queue. I accidentally deleted you instead of added you. Hello, Jones Eunice one. How are you? You booed us. Blood machine, if you're still here, let me know, please. I did not mean to delete your name from the queue, but hi, hello. Romy, let me know if you have any other questions, yeah? But blood machine, if you're still here, God, what a hilarious name. Blood machine. If you're still here, it's your turn. I think we may have lost blood machine. That's not good. We need blood machines. I know those. Uh-oh. Okay, blood machines, I'm sorry. Oh, your question came through. I'll try and read it real quick. Veromi, I got cut off. I'm sorry, I have ADHD. I'm trying to read what your message got cut off in one form of chat, but came through in the public one. So forgive me. I'm trying to read this real quick. All right, cool. Blood machine, thank you. I will get your name added here. Okay, good Lord. Yes, indeed it is. Blood machines, my friend, you bring a large question to me today, my friend. I caught most of what's going on there. Man, yeah, you got some stuff happening. Yes, Veromi, I was just saying, let me know if you have any other questions. Okay. I was just alluding to the fact too that I'm gonna be reading for others. You are welcome to rejoin the queue though, if you want to, for additional infos. That's all. Sorry, I didn't mean to like leave you hanging on some infinite wisdom I was about to drop on you. It's not that at all. Man, as you can see, I cannot figure out what I want to do with my beard at all. I was supposed to have a long beard in the winter, and now all of a sudden it's starting to get a little warmer and my beard wants to do this. So dumb. Blood Machine, my friend, do you, not entirely sure what exactly the question would be for us here. So you're going through a lot. Okay, I see that. Okay. So, my love, Blood Machine, the only person that can answer that question, I'm sure as you are well aware, is the person you are asking about. Okay? I cannot answer the thinking, feelings, doings of someone else. So the only appropriate person to ask this question is the person you are asking about, please, okay? Otherwise, for me, that would be spying, all right? I am more than happy to, same thing. We already know the energy regarding the question here. No real point, right? We know how you're feeling, but more than happy to ask for a card on how you proceed forward. But I will warn you now, they will very likely just point the mirror back to you, okay? So, just so we're very clear, this has no bearing on any other person. This is the energy inviting you forward. Not what this other person will do or what they're thinking, none of that. Yeah. So, sad to report, as discussed, the energy inviting you forward, should nothing change. The card of inner conflict. The Five of Wands. This is us fighting ourselves. Wands are cards of passion, okay? There's one figure in particular in this card that I like to point out. It's this guy. Yellow shirt over here. What is this guy doing? What is he doing? Like, this dude is so stoked on what? They are not even participating in this, yeah? Like, whatever this is, what are they doing? Just screaming. Okay. The other cards are infinitely more hilarious to me for various reasons, but that one in particular has always stood out. This is the one that I use to remind people that this is just us, fighting us. Wands being that of passions, your charisma, your spark. Yeah? Kind of the way we interact with the world, what we find we love in some cases. Okay? Meaning, unfortunately, you will remain with inner conflict until you get an answer about this question from the only person that a valid one comes from. Okay? We do have that sense, like I've been self-sabotaging. Okay, Well, if you know we have that, I don't know if you have your own deck that you work with at home at all. I also submit as well, once more, for anyone, for you, Blood Machine, and anyone watching in the future, even now. In times of true tremendous stress in life, serious stuff is going on, right? Really, not the best time for this work. It's really not. Not to shoo you away from me. That is not what I mean to do at all. But really, you must understand some of the answers that will come from this will not be comfortable. Make sure you are prepared for them, right? These are not very easy things to deal with. So I'm only recommending the private work, as obviously I love you, okay, all of you, but we are in a public space. What you share here is on the internet forever, right? I only wish to protect you. That's all. In the interest of that. That's our Discord. You can message me privately on there if ever you don't want your question shared here. Okay? Just FYI. But Blood Machine, I'm not sure. As I said, I really won't have much in the way of an answer for you. Regarding your originally posed question. Yeah. Do you have questions about this at all? I know it's not helpful, but for me, this is a great card to call out to us to meditate. I imagine you have the answers to some things you're asking already, right? To a degree. So yeah, it sure does. Absolutely does. Yes, just so we're clear. Sorry for anyone that missed that. I've had readings before that are conflicting, and I'm assuming it has to do with the fluid nature of free will. Yes, sure does. I argue our readings are for the now, not the future, right? We can talk about the past, but we don't live there. We're here. The most sacred moment, now. These cards want to talk about that primarily. Okay. Ooh, all right, ladies and gents, I will be back in just a moment. Please forgive me. 1 sec. Sorry about that. Okay, my bad. Jesus Christ. Don't know what's going on outside. Neighbors are crazy. Hello. Blood machines. You said you just want to know you're doing the right thing. So, there's, if you're still with us, blood machines, there is but one person, in my opinion, that can answer that question for you. And unfortunately, it's not me. If you feel as though you are in alignment with what you should be doing, then I argue we would not be receiving things like this, right? So, now is an excellent time to truly light a candle, ask a friend, yeah, confirm through whatever source you deem appropriate if we are in alignment with with the actual goal, with the higher self. Yeah, I don't mean to say that to shoot you down or nothing like that, but there are plenty of times I can look back on my life where once like things worked out and I really introspect, okay, I really look back and think about what I was doing and how it all turned out and really what I needed to do at the time. Jesus Christ, it's all so simple sometimes, right? Here's one answer, right? For example, okay, I was without job for a solid 6 months. Yeah, I'm working again. 6 months of stress to be led to that final destination. Not like in the movies, but instead, you know, the best outcome, a better outcome than I could have even imagined or asked for. Never would have guessed that. I thought for sure that, you know, life was about to get real uncomfortable, like real uncomfortable. But man, was I wrong. So, just pointing out, sometimes even when we're in alignment, we feel like we're doing the right things. I was applying for work. I was doing everything I could. But still, just that torture, that mental anguish, right? Some of it self-imposed. Unfortunately. So, just make sure we're doing things that are indeed in alignment with our goals here, okay? As best we can, with the information we have on hand. I am Rune. Hi. It is your turn, if you are still here for a reading, my dear. Hi. Oh, man. I don't know. Our weather is so fun. Oh, kick. God, you know, I hopped on here thinking maybe be a fun little experiment, but thus far the majority of kick has just been these goofy bots. Okay. I am Renor, my dear. Your question pertains to another. Yeah. So, I understand you wish to know if this relationship is repairable, okay? So in a roundabout way, you're kind of trying to cheat the system here in a way, yeah? So, I'm gonna argue, to a degree, you already know whether this relationship is repairable or not, yes? In some form, fashion, or another. But ultimately, there's but one person that can tell you if that relationship can be repaired, yes? It's not you, and it's not me. Have we addressed this with the affected party? Have we addressed this with the affected party? Because otherwise, this will be just an ambiguous question, yeah? And an ambiguous reply in return. Okay? Have we worked this out with them? Genuine question, yeah? Okay, so if they have asked for space, now would be the time to take great focus on self-introspection, to find areas of our own life that others have no say in, meaning the things you think, feel, and do. Where can we improve these aspects of our lives? Yeah? What is it that causes people to ask us to step away, and now we have need for this self-introspection? What are these things? I argue that they're going to be known to us in most cases. Right? So the real question is, are we capable of facing ourselves in the mirror and asking the hard questions and answering honestly? But I do not feel here, I am Rune, this is suited necessarily for a tarot card draw. I hope you'll forgive me. There is but one party that can answer this question. Okay, the real question moving forward from this is, how do you come to terms with the potentiality that this does not become resolved ever? How do you focus on yourself as to be as appropriate as possible for the outcome you wish to have? How do we do that? What areas of our lives can we change and improve upon to obtain that goal? To a degree, depending on what you've got going on, and I say, as I was talking earlier, okay, so you've been going to therapy, so you're on the right track then, right? Some of that type of stuff is absolutely more suited for that, an actual professional opinion, rather than someone such as myself. While I am helpful, I love to argue that I am effectively free therapy. Some things are definitely beyond our reach here. However, what are those things that we are talking about in those therapy sessions, right? Where can we work on those things in our lives? How are we applying those lessons we're learning? To get some big ultimate question answered, like you're asking here, that's a much larger ask. Much larger ask. So I hope you'll understand. I'm gonna go ahead and move along to our next question, but truly, now today's a great day for us to do some introspection. Yeah, really take a look at our actions, see how they're potentially affecting things that are, happening in our lives in ways that we don't want them to. Yeah. I am extremely hot right now for whatever reason. I feel gross. Good Lord. Let's see. 78. Certainly does not feel like 78 in this room. One bit. See what we can do about that. Maybe. Hi, Elizabeth K. Let's see. Jones, I forget. Jones Eunice 1. Hi. If you are still with us, it is your turn. Sorry, I am Rune, but I hope you figure out what's going on there for you, what's available to you, and like I say, a way potentially to, if you can, work through what, again, potentially, the answer to that being no, right? Sadly. Jones Eunice number 1. If you are still with us, what kind of reading are you doing tonight? I'm doing the reading that you need tonight. Which one do you need? How about a thinking, feeling, doing? Would you like a Lenormand spread? Perhaps a rune? Maybe an oracle card? You tell me. What do you need from me this evening? Within reason. Optical? Whoa, what does that mean? Okay, oracle. All right, sight. I got so excited. Optical? Cool, man. I didn't know I had a spread called optical. Just an oracle? Do you have a specific one you would want it from? I can give you a prism oracle, which is just a color. I can give you, the sacred symbols. Hey, I'm high too. Right on. I could give you the Starcoat's Astro Oracle. I tell you what, pick a number, 1 through 5. You tell me. I will pick. You pick a number. I'm not telling you what they are. I know it's unfair, but give me a number. 5. All right, sick. Easy. Okay, ready? Sacred Symbols Oracle. Marcella Kroll. I don't think it even says her name on here. Wow. Is she just that bad? Cool. She's so... Man, can you imagine being that cool? You make a deck and then on the book you don't even write your name on the front of it. What a baller. I see you, Marcella. All right. We'll start here. Jones Eunice 1. Hi. How's your day? Whoa. Apparently a little cramped over here. All right. Ready? Oh, okay, time. Time, y'all. Show this to you here. I like this. The sun up top, or excuse me, the moon up top. Well, I guess, yeah, for us upright. So moon up top and sun below. I love it. This brings us to the... Well, let's save that for now. This would bring us to the Hierophant in Tarot. The number 5, 4 plus 1. I come to that conclusion because down there, where are they? Numbers, 4, 1, okay? Yeah, 4-1. So, ready? Divine timing is everything. You are not stuck or heading in the wrong direction. Drawing the hourglass asks you to have patience with whatever your current situation is. All will come to pass when the moment is just right. This card can also indicate that something you are waiting for is just on the horizon. So, Jones, Eunice One, Jones, my friend. Does this apply to anything you got going on? I mean, how could it not, right? How could it not? Man. But I can confidently sit here and tell you, through my experience of this work, okay, so even you say very fitting. I was just about to say, my personal experience, anymore, the next time I am just told by, you know, the work, by other people, whatever, the universe in general, just the signs I'm seeing from wherever are telling me to just chill. I'm just gonna chill. I don't know about you. So, to me, even if you tried to drag this out more, right, you just get more of the same. Does that make sense, Jones? I'm not sure what you got going on, but let me know, Jones. Questions? Sorry, I like this song. It's a good one. I'm gonna assume, Jones, you may be typing something out. I don't want to move on from this until I know we're good, but we will. We do have other people in queue. Elizabeth K 117, you will be next. If you're still with me. Oh, you already know. Okay. Yeah. All right, Jones. Thank God. This is why I didn't want to move on from it. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me read you to say that. Trust the process, yes. Let them cook, so to speak, right? Oh, Elizabeth K. Let us get your name on the screen, please. Whoa, not like that. Like that. Thinking, feeling, doing for Elizabeth K. You are very welcome, Jones. It is your turn, Elizabeth K. And Fee Mouse. Hi. Such a wonderful compliment. Thank you. So, Elizabeth, you've been around here a few times. Is there perhaps a specific deck you want to see from me? Or is my favorite okay? At least, God, woo, that's a bold claim for me, but it is one of my favorites, at least for stream. Think, feel, do? Is this okay? This is the grunged, if you will, Rider-Waite-Smith one that I always use, but you might have another one you've seen here. I don't know. You tell me. I live to serve, my dear. I wish I could bring, like, one of the ones I really love on the stream, but he's kind of a dick. he has specifically told me through readings, not and I'm dead serious, not once. I know I sound like a psychopath talking about some art, having a personality, but I've just got these journal entries talking with this one deck. It's such a pretty deck, and it just wants nothing to do with being on camera. Nothing. I hate it so much. Like, it will work, but then afterward when I read it, it's extremely depressed. I'm not even kidding. It sucks, but that's why we have this one. So I'll show you that one after. Let's shuffle and give you Think, Feel, Do for you. Think, Feel, Do. Apparently that's what they've become now. Few short words. Think, feel, do. Back to the caveman days. Ready? Whoa, what am I missing here? You said yay, hi, and happy to be here. Yes, I choose. Okay, got it. Thinking, feeling, doing. Alrighty. So, he's on the screen. We have the 9 wands reversed. The 6 of swords upright, and my favorite, you bring me the guy I'm talking about. Okay, here is some funny story for you. I'm so sorry. It appears I brought my bullshit into part of your spread. If not all of it, we'll find out. You tell me. So, our first card here, the 9 of wands, but reversed. Okay, this guy is kind of strange to me when reversed. It is the card upright of near completion through the number 9, but upright it would be high cloudy. It would be us on the defense, if you will. So we've effectively gathered 9 wands, planted them in the ground, and now we use them as kind of a fence, right? We are feeling a little a need to, well, protect ourselves. Okay, I've always noticed there's a gap, okay, and a guard when this card's upright. There's just a little bit of space for something to slip through when needed. Yeah, when we flip it upside down, it unfortunately, it fortunately, to me, this looks like somebody just laying down in bed. To me, all I see at the very top is like your pillows, but your feet are there, right? I cannot explain it. It's like a weird little quilt, but you're just like holding, I don't know, instead of a stick to me. If you were a warrior laying in bed, this is what you'd look like, right? You're holding a staff, but like you're still so paranoid. You bring the sticks with you to bed, you know? But this is us feeling a little less defensive this day. A good thing, I argue. Feeling, this would appear our thoughts are a little introspective in the moment. So, don't know what the day was like for you, what you got going on now necessarily, but this would indicate to me that for whatever reason, it's time for us to take some thoughts down the river and identify if they still serve us, right? This is specifically our feeling card. Air and water. You get a card that perfectly represents this, in fact, if you'll notice. I mean, your swords are literally in water. Thoughts are on our emotions, okay? Your final card, your doing card. in this moment, for whatever reason, this is the part where I think I came in. Okay? The other deck I was talking about, its representative card is the Knight of Cups. Here it comes, reversed. He doesn't want to talk. He does not like to talk, okay? This, though, is the card that represents the most romantic figure in the deck to me. But in this moment, but not being so romantic, not being so talkative, so chatty, so playful, yeah? So, I don't know if this is how you're feeling at the moment, but woo, no. That's all I read from this. So I'm not sure what this was supposed to be for you when you're doing card. I'm sorry, but I argue it's literally talking about right now doing nothing else. My bad. Questions, my love. He's such a dick. It's the Stained Glass Tarot by James Edward. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to put it on camera. I'm sorry, I'm not. Go Google it, look it up. It's absolutely beautiful. I love working with it in private. I wish I could show it to you. Yeah, to scry. I love it. No one has ever called me a scryer. All good on these though? No questions here? Yeah? I'm gonna assume if you said again. Good. The Stained Glass Tarot by James Edward. It's so pretty. So pretty. I dare not bring him out here. I'm sorry. Yeah. I gotta mentally prepare for having an argument with this deck before I do that, so. And I really, really like reading with that deck. Very annoying. But figures. I Star Love 22 Book Dragon TR. You are next, my friend. Oh, I think now is as good a time as any. I don't know about anybody else out there. Book Dragon TR. If you are still with us, it is your turn for a reading. Also, for anyone else out there who takes medications, now's the time. For your med check, I gotta take one. How about you? Book Dragon TR, you bet. Just a thinking, feeling, doing for you. Happily. Happily. New here. Have you ever done tarot before? Before I get started, Book Dragon TR. Star Lava 22. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I mean, I really, aside from some physical anomalies in my life, if you will, not just medication kind of messed me up here and there, I'm okay. I'm breathing. We're here. So great. Couldn't ask for more. Oh. All right, sick, even better. Then I will shut up and not explain this. Just checking in case you needed some further details. So, 3 cards. Whoa, one at a time, please. Are thinking, feeling, and doing. Wow. You bring nothing but court cards. I love that you told me you're another reader. And man, wants to speak to you, and nothing but courts. It says excuse me. You don't have to bother with the minutia of the minors. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Whoa. Okay, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Okay. This is very interesting to me. So, you have... God, I'm sorry I'm staring at this, but I'm just noticing everybody's looking the same direction here. You notice this? Just right off the get-go, all of your court cards are, for me, as a right-hand dominant person, when we're all looking left here, for me, this is typically an indicator that we're, it's effectively possibly looking in the wrong direction, demonstrated by the reversals, right? So, Book Dragon, our first card here, Queen of Swords. When we get this card, this is typically an indication. You read, I don't really need to sugarcoat anything for you here. This is typically, in our thinking, this is the card of we're being kind of a dick or a bit of a bitch, depending how you want to look at it. Just plain and simple. This is the water of air, okay? This should be the emotional communicator, one who is understanding, yes, direct, but as well, still is able to command in a not only pleasant, but just, uplifting fashion. Direct, firm, but still loving and nurturing, right? Reverse, this can indicate our words are not being heard clearly, right? And even for you, I find kind of funny, you're investigating what Twitch's got going on. So here you are, not necessarily in some bitchy attitude by any means, to me, more so investigatory. We wish to understand, some emotion is invested, I assume, in your readings, but you're trying to understand what the emotional communicatory world is here. This thing, what's going on here, right? So I don't think this is blocked because of something necessarily, to do with you, right? More so to do with just literally what you're thinking about. What is Twitch? How's this work? Who are these weirdos? Yeah? To me, anyway. Our feeling. I think our feeling explains itself. Here is the Wild Mustang. And there's you atop it. Passionate, going toward whatever. Okay. We may not know the destination, but man, we are excited to get there. We are excited to go there. We are excited about the journey to get there. All things involved. Since you're starting out, right? This kind of tells me, well, that's how we're feeling, literally. This is you charging forward. Let's go. You're doing, okay? Yeah, I feel that. I don't either, my friend. Your doing shows this, okay? I love to call the Page of Wands the dreamers. For me, they are, okay? They are experienced in certain facets of life, but still, we don't know exactly. We haven't been overridden by structure. We haven't been overridden by rules. We don't fully know ourselves exactly. We have an inkling. The dreamer, blocked here in passion, well, just like you said, definitely don't know the destination these days. Here is your card of literal seeking, passion, but feeling a little lost. Welcome to the first word of the username of the channel. I feel the same daily. Hi. How are you? Ha, Starlover22, happy birthday. Did I receive your email? I am not sure. Possibly. I don't know. I will look. I'll let you know. Did I reply? If not, no. My apologies. Shit, then. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't think so. Nothing comes to mind. Sorry. Hit me in Discord, or please send it again, or shit, something. I will look as soon as I'm done streaming. Sorry. I don't know when you sent it. If you sent it while I was streaming here, then no, I did not. Email, I will check while I am not streaming. Okay. So makes sense. Literally a lot of crossroads in like all areas of my life. So of course I'm lost somewhere. Yeah, I mean, so you remember I said at the beginning, everybody's looking the same direction in your spread, Book Dragon? This is, to me, I don't want to just boil it. It's easier for me in most cases to just boil this down to right and wrong, right? Right being right, the correct thing to do, and left being the incorrect path. It's just simple for me to put it that way. That changes immediately if you are left-handed, right? Now left becomes the correct path and right becomes the wrong one. There's a multitude of ways you can do this. For me, these people are all looking one direction, yeah? This, to me, does not necessarily always indicate the wrong way to look. It's more so that you are unable to see what is beyond this because you don't know it yet. We don't know the right questions to ask. We don't know what we don't know, right? Literally. So they're all looking, if you will, in my logic, to the left, okay, which I argue is not the direction I want to go, but from their perspective, now they're all looking right. This guy, he is facing right. Yeah? Which arm do you see first on all of these figures? Yes? If we take it from this guy's perspective, they're all going the right way now, aren't they? Just throwing it out there. We can absolutely look at it from the perspective of, we're not maybe, looking in the right places, etc. For me, this says everything I need to know. The only thing that I could honestly offer you is reverse this. Yeah. And maybe even this. This primarily is just a matter of perception. This is all the mind, yeah? How you choose to perceive this. Does it match? Right? Does it align? Are the things we're finding, the answers we're getting, the things we're feeling here, are they in alignment? Okay. We just put it... I'm sorry, I won't read that aloud. Fuck it. Yeah, honestly, that hits probably the most. I just put in for a new job that honestly doesn't sound like a good fit for me, but is more money and stability, but allows for no creativity and passion. So the timing is definitely interesting. Well, here I was talking about what we're doing in the Twitch land. These paired with that, for me, a direct call out to career, my friend. To me. And if you want to look at it from the perspective of what you just said, well, here's you doing what you must, yeah, without having all the answers perhaps we want. But look at what it's doing to your thoughts. And as you feel, okay, this is probably just your attitude in life. Doesn't matter the task, you'll get it done, yeah? But here, from that perspective, this is no longer a perspective of the right move at all. This is, the dreamer is lost, and not in a good way. We can't even read the map. We don't understand what the stars say anymore. So, honestly, a little bit of multiple reading for you here, it seems, yes? Book Dragon, sorry. I don't know why I read black. That it matters. Black dragon, white dragon, gold dragon, who gives a shit? Book Dragon, I'm leaving this here. Forgive me, this is a profound one. I've not really I feel like I've seen these cards in this combination before, but have never really ruminated on them. And they are tad heavy, yeah? Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you for bringing this one to me. I've never thought this heavily about the court cards in this scenario. This is wild. Either way, I hope, well, welcome to Twitch. Please keep this. Reverse the other shit, yeah? You know, I'm not here to tell you, well, in so many ways, how to run your life, yeah? Enfy Mouse, I love your name. God, it's just coming back to me now. I'm so sorry. Infamous. Yes, Enfy Mouse. Infamous. I love it. Hi. You've been waiting so patiently. It is your turn, my dear. Hi. Hello. You know what I bought over the weekend that I haven't bought ever in my life that I can think of? Like, except for like when I was a kid, so technically it doesn't count. Honey roasted peanuts. Can you tell what they are? Does it, no? I don't know what happened to me over the weekend, but man, I saw them. I fail. I couldn't say no. They're so good. Why do they give us, God, I'm not even going to get into the airplane discussion. This isn't Seinfeld. I'm not a comedian, okay? But why are the airplane bags of peanuts so tiny? You a-holes. Man. Enfy Mouse, it's your turn for a reading. What would you like, my dear? Would you like a Letterman? Do you have a question in specific? Perhaps a dice throw of some astrology dice, yeah? An oracle? An Elder Futhark rune? Are you just leaving this to me to get to work as I see fit and please? Oh, there's more. Well, I do have a question. Well, two. Okay, if you before I even start to read the rest here. Okay, you got two questions. We'll see here. Thank you for the follow, Book Dragon. Well, let's see. If you have two questions, there are other people in the queue. I might have you break it up into an additional rejoin. Let's see. Number one. First, hope you're having a fabulous night. I am. Thank you. I hope you all are having a fabulous night. That's the goal anyway. Second, so I am not too familiar with tarot, okay? But you do wish to seek some guidance, okay? I do feel a little anxious and unsure of my current situation and will feel like I am lost and need a way forward, okay? Dealer's choice. So you haven't really asked anything specific. All right. Happy? Excuse me. Oh, the demon's trying to come out. Excuse me. Burping, that is. Burping, just burping. we can do just a general read if you want. I am happy to do that for you. There is just one small, immensely huge caveat, and that I have no idea what it will speak on. Okay? So, I can just start drawing cards for you and see where we get led, but it may not be a pleasant story. Okay? I spoke on this earlier. In times of turmoil in our lives, that is not the best time to get a reading, okay? But in the interest to seeing, sorry for bumping the mic. Someday I will have appropriate space where that won't be a fucking thing. In the interest of getting you as much info as I can in a general way, I find the Star Codes Astro Oracle, this guy by Heather Rowan Robbins, to be sort of a cheat code. It gives you, in a way, a think, feel, do, but, well, you'll see. 3 parts to 1 card. Okay? You'll see. But, as well, for me, moving, I don't think I've really spoken on it too much here, maybe a little here and there, but knowing me, probably a lot. I never shut up. Astrology and astronomy are going to play a much larger role in my work going forward, as they are, for me, undeniably related. Unequivocally, like testably, definably related to me. Anyway, so this deck, whoever, Heather Rowan Robbins, in her infinite wisdom, matched up even the cards numerologically, big words hurt, with the tarot to a degree. I have come to find it's extremely useful. So, we get 10. 1 and 9 make 10, but 19 for your card. And the Star Codes Astral Oracle, Moon, Perception. But we get this card, I show you it upright so you can see it. We get this card reversed. Okay, so our perception at present appears blocked for whatever reason. I would like to point out to you, the Wheel of Fortune is what card this is in just our standard tarot deck, okay? In terms of major. So you can see this as effectively this, okay? Moon. I know it says moon and we pulled out wheel, but 10. 10 is the key thing here, okay? 19. 1 and 9. Perception. Okay? Sorry, my fingers are in the way. It's so pretty. This deck, by the way, I don't work for these people, but the Star Codes Astral Oracle, the small pocket version, you can get it for like $15 shipped from a few places on the internet. Highly recommend it. Anyway, action, my friend. First, perceive what unspoken, emotional, inner calling, and patterns drive you. Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. Next, investigate the needs and wants of those around you. The emotions underneath the surface actually run this show. Those primary drives are expressed through habits and actions, nuance and expression, rather than through words. Look for that underground ocean that carries the soul's energy. Okay? Challenge. Look to feelings rather than logic to move this situation forward. Notice any strange responses to anxiety. such as touchy personal defenses, nepotism, xenophobia, subjectivity, or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies underneath these behaviors. Gift. You are one with the ebb and the flow. Watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Align yourself with those tides and make your life easier. So, man, this card, good to know. Specifically, I love asks it. It gives you an action item to do in females every day. Look up in your astrology where exactly the moon is. See what's going on moon-wise for you and compare it to your natural state. See if it matches, okay? But in terms of tarot, you can take this a couple different ways, okay? This guy, usually when this shows up, this is because things are not going so great in life. So I know the card was moon in terms of intuition and perception. This is similar, but I always love to point out to people this card is just a representation of life. Life blocked in this present time, indicating things are not so cheery, not so wonderful, as I'm sure you are aware, Envy Mouse, right? I don't mean to be rude to anybody here at all, but really, most people don't come to this channel to seek information about how well they are doing, right? Typically, it is a space because we would like an answer. Some more info about our current happenings, hopefully how best to deal with them. That is what I hope to bring as a light to the world through this work. That's the idea, the goal, the target, yeah? Unfortunately, I cannot unturn every stone. I cannot answer every question. None of us can. I wish I could. In terms of what is happening here, I'm gonna imagine, Envy Mouse, you have a pretty good understanding of what blocks your path. And anyway, for that reason, I don't necessarily find it appropriate for me to speak on it further. Yeah? Does this answer your question to the best of my ability? I hope it does. You are very welcome, my dear. You are very welcome. Elizabeth, you're next. Welcome back. And then anything 7424, you will be next after that. For anybody here potentially unaware, way back up at the top here, exclamation point join gets you a place in the reading queue. Oh, thank you, Envy Mouse. You're very sweet. Elizabeth K117. I think current room energy. Okay, sure. Yeah, we can do that. Do you have a preferred method? I've got a couple in mind, but I'm curious. I love it. I always forget, right? God, maybe I'm the only one. Read however I feel. All right, sure. We'll do it a few ways. Elder Futhark runes live in this box. I know you can't tell, but they're in there. I'm so happy. for me as an ADHD person, okay? This, oh, man. It's a good thing I have manners in public, because I would just put this in my pocket, just play with it all day. All day. Someone would probably murder me in the streets. You get the chicken foot. All right. I don't remember this one. What is this? It's the chicken foot. What is it? What is it? Ingwas. Y. It's chicken foot. Chicken foot. Fuck, it's Algies. I'm not even remotely close. God, I never really see this one. All right. We get it reversed. Okay. The current room read is chicken foot reversed. It looks like a little peace sign, actually, upside down. Funny. But reversed. Danger, naivety, poor boundaries. Reversed, it can indicate vulnerability, risky choices, or ignoring red flags. Tighten boundaries and move carefully. Yeah? Oh, we gotta flip it here. Current room read. What the hell's going on out there? I'm curious. What else does it have to say? The current room read. Boundaries are not well. I know that I'm holding my reading boundaries. Perhaps is this some of us wish to know the unknowable. The things we cannot know. Of course, it's not lost on me that is 99% of the reason why we're all here in a way, right? So, how about 2 Lenormand cards? We get tree and snake reversed. I love this. Uh-oh, wrong way. All right, tree. Lenormand is weird. We have to read it. Well, we don't have to, but it's how I read it. Where is snake? I don't remember. Is he down at the bottom? Nope, right there. Oh, this one looks super cool. Different than my deck, but snake reversed. So, the tree for me represents growth. However, followed immediately by the snake, but blocked. Excuse me, hiccups. What does the snake represent? I would also like you to take note, please. Both of these cards, at least in my deck. Let's see. No, they're both 7s, but in different ways. One of them is the 7 in Lenormand, and one of them is the 7 in the suit of hearts and standard playing cards. Funny to me. Our snake reversed, though. Here, perhaps some notes help. What would the opposite of deceit, treachery, misdirection, witchcraft, etc. be? Yeah? The snake as we know it, according to many fucking religious texts, not a good symbol, right? It's so bad. It's this evil, slithery, slimy thing. Whispers, these awful nothings in your ear, right? Well, if that's the way you feel about it, here's the snake blocked. No evil present. Okay? Let's, out of curiosity, what do my notes have to say on this weirdo? Let's go. How about our quick reference here? Let's find snake. Where is this nerd? He's further at the top, right? Yeah. So, snake. Lies. Complications. Deception at its core. Here, okay? Upright. Remember? Seducela. Seduction strategy. The other woman. Cleverness. None here. Even this, though. I love it. In my notes here. Manipulation, toxicity, betrayal, dangerous, seduction, obsession. But it's reversed. So, take it as you see it. I'm not one to, well, see a snake, especially not one blocked, and shiver, personally. But, in fairness, that's what a snake would say, isn't it? What else do we have? What else can we read? Let's pull an oracle, shall we? How about a color? Why not? One more, and then we will get to you. I'm sorry. Anything? I forget all the numbers. Anything 2474? I think maybe it's over there. No, don't see it. Sorry. I didn't forget about you. I'm getting there. I'm sorry. Thank you for waiting. Okay. I love this deck. The Prism Oracle Guidebook. Just the Prism Oracle, not the Prism Oracle Guidebook. This deck is super cool. It's just a little Oracle deck. Everything it's just colors. That's it. You know, if your soul is black as night, this will tell you. The hay is loyal. Thank you for the follow. Is that you that also said hey? Or heady? Het why? Okay, we just need one from this. Movement. A green card. Shay. Hi, Shay. Wow. Look how... Can you guess what color this card is? Movement. It's 4 pillars, 4 cylinders. It's kind of like the 8 of Wands. Reversed. Yeah, here you go. It looks like that. So I won't have a card to really... God, other than the 8 of Wands, really, to represent this. But just in terms of the room read, we gotta go to green. My favorite color. It's talking shit about me. Watch. I mean, we can ascertain what movement reversed is, yeah? When this card comes up in a reading, it symbolizes that it could be time to take action and proceed on your journey or with your plans. Okay, taking action can be scary or anxiety producing, but sometimes you need to stop thinking about things so much and just do them. This card means that the time is now, and all signs say go. So, Elizabeth K. In the interest of that, we have someone who has patiently been waiting for a reading. All signs say go. I'm gonna go ahead and get their reading done, yeah? Anything 7424. Hi, Elizabeth K. Let me know if you have any questions. Anything 7424. Let me know what I can do for you. Hey, damn, I like your energy. I love this. This is how this works, yeah? I'm excited. You're excited. Yeah. Even if it's a good day, a bad day, who gives a shit? Yeah, we'll get through it somehow, some way. Come hang out. Listen to some music. Chill. Yeah? We'll figure it out. Let's talk. Oh, I forgot. Nicole Pivaroto. Pivaroto? I don't know how to say your name, Nicole. I'm super sorry. I love your deck. Love your deck. Recommended to everybody. If you are a color nerd, if you like looking at just art stuff, that one screamed to me, you know? Anything 7424. Are you still with us? If so, let me know. It is your turn for a reading, my dear. Still a bad night? Why is it a bad night? Sorry to hear it's a bad night. Anything 7424. If you very possibly people, sometimes people are just typing stuff, so I will hang out for a minute. Just in case. Whoa, that's fun. Anybody want to see the news? Okay, well, I keep calling you hey. Anything 7424. I do not believe you're still with us. If you are, let me know. Come back. I'm going to leave you in the queue, but move on to the next person, which is the Shay is loyal. Hello. The Shay is loyal. Sorry I kept calling you hey. I'm dumb sometimes. Anything 7424. You are here. Network slow. No worries. The Shay is loyal. I do have you for the queue, but anything 7424. 'Tis their turn. I hope you will not mind. Take your time, anything 7424. While we wait, I would love to read you all an excerpt from a book I've been reading. Some things I find profoundly impactful. Thank you. Anything 7424, feel free. Take your time. Let me know. I'm going to read some stuff from the Kabbalistic Tarot by Mr. Robert Wang, who I lovingly have come to refer to as I know that they are Dr. Robert Wang, and now have become Dr. Bob Dick to me. So, I touched on this a tad the other last stream, I think. My thoughts are a little more clear now. Okay? A few things in here, but specifically, McGregor Mathers is quoted as stating, I have not only transcribed the symbolism, but have tested, studied, compared, and examined it, both clairvoyantly and in other ways. The result has been to show me how absolutely correct the symbolism of the book T, meaning tarot, is, and how exactly it represents the occult forces of the universe. I love this quote. This is a person who does not just simply take some answer, whether it be from a person, a book, the stars, etc., without questioning it. Something I find very healthy. Anything 7424. Let's see. Okay, anything 7424. I have your question here. I see it there. So I'm not sure what your last thing that you tried to post was, a link apparently. Your question relates to how someone else effectively is interacting in your life here. Okay, but your question is specifically the best action on your part, right? So I don't know that we really need how you're currently, the energy surrounding you now is, right? But in the interest of just getting you one, we'll draw that. So, just the energy surrounding this question, the energy that invites you forward from it. Okay? Just keep in mind, please, this specifically pertains to you, no other. Okay, 2 cards. So, as you were talking and initially stated, right now, this is our card upright would be us feeling a little open, okay? Beat up, but still standing. We in your case, not so much this, yeah. This would be more so, instead of the person who is feeling, well, in your case, defenseless, effectively. Not necessarily in a positive way, right? This would be the energy more so of feeling kind of trapped, yeah? As if this gate here doesn't even exist, this fence, right? Wands are passion, okay? These affect things like our attitude in life, the things you love, okay? Your motivation toward them. This is, you've heard the term a million times before, yeah? The spark has left that boy, or, right? Light a fire under their ass, etc. Same concept here. For you, blocked in this moment. We know this. Okay, I want to point out that this is number 9, the card of near completion. So it's here, but blocked at present. Okay, afterward, the energy inviting you forward, I do not mean to belittle or minimize how you're feeling at all, but the energy that invites you forward from it is the card of dissatisfaction reversed. This cup that we've been presented with, this alternative way of feeling about this, it has been offered to you. You are being asked to grab it. Change by choice the way you feel about this card, this situation, okay? This issue we're going through, so we may work better with it, okay? Unfortunately, medicine does not always taste good. I wish that weren't the case, yeah? Fuck. Let's talk about the card behind it. Unintentionally. You see this? I'm sorry, I just took a really big hit. You see this guy right here? Okay? This dude? Let's peek him out. This is not part of your reading. I didn't draw this physically. You see what's over there, but this is too convenient. Whoa. Whew, okay. Let's talk about this one just real quick. This is effectively, to me, what I argue you may be going through. Before this figure are 3 cups. You'll see some red liquid kind of spilling out of them. Kind of represents passion spilled. Behind them, though, 2 cups, okay? 2 standing upright cups. The things that remain. It invites us to not necessarily be feeling in a way of mourning for our loss, but to look behind and see what we still have. What feelings still serve us in the now and are worthwhile to be applied to the situation behind this card, right? Hello, Animus. Okay. Hi. Just want to point this one out to you. That cloak, all that black cloak that this person wears, can be removed at any time. Well, the grieving process is valid, right? Obviously, the choice is up to you on when we determine that it is no longer worthwhile to focus on the spilled passion here and focus more on these. What's present to you now? Because even as I see it in your reversed Four of Cups, that's 4 cups available to you. But again, the medicine may not taste so great. Sorry. Yes, anything 7424. This would be you being asked to stop being that guy under the tree. Stubborn, unyielding, and how we feel about this. Okay? You are very welcome. I'm sorry for whatever you're going through. Clearly, not easy to just be, to just not whatever it, but just accept or do what we need to so we can move on from it. I know that game all too well. It's not fun. Sorry to even call it a game, right? Sometimes ain't no fun. All right. Shay. Thank you so much for being loyal, Shay. As your name says right there, it's your turn, my dear. Thank you for waiting. That's what I meant by thank you for being loyal. 'Tis your turn. Did you say what your question was already? Maybe you did. No, you said bye actually, so I don't think this person is even here anymore. Okay, all right, that person left. I see in chat now. Whoops, we were too late. Okay, it's just us. Currently reading for no one. Alrighty. Well, what are we at? 2 hours? 2 hours we've been here. I am getting ready to wrap up. I'm so happy I can say this. I have work tomorrow. I gotta be up at a specific time. I got responsibilities. I'm dependable, reliable. I will be there. Which means though, can't sit on the stream forever. So if you would like a reading and you have not gotten one this evening, now is the time to ask. Otherwise, the wind down begins. I'll give it, I don't know, a few more minutes, we'll see. If you would like a reading, now is the time. Otherwise, well, yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I have mango and strawberry sherbet, sorbet, however it's supposed to be said, in the fridge right now. So, if it's just us, I'm gonna shut down. Seems to be the right time. Sunday night. I hope everybody has had a lovely Sunday night for me. Monday morning, midday for some of you. I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you on the other side when it's Monday for me too. Until then, see you in the next